Welcome to the Cast Couch, the show where the name is not a reference to any pop culture or adult film, nothing. It's just Cast Couch. It works. I
There
swear.
is no ing.
Yeah, no ing. This is a 100% PG podcast. So, how your balls feeling, Dmitry?
Dropped and low.
All right. I'm glad we are dropped and low and ready for this podcast. So, Dmitry and I just wanted to do this because we were like, hey, you know what? Podcast sounds fun. We're always just talking just to talk, so might as well just record it for content, right?
Indeed.
I just feel like that's a great idea. But all right. So today, as like a starting question, I was thinking everybody goes to the store a lot and everybody shops a lot. And with that comes just crazy stories. There has to be some crazy stories. So my question to you, Dmitry, is what is some weird, annoying, funny, crazy story that's happened to you at a store?
Well, as you may or may not know, I used to work at Dollar General,
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
and we call it the Convoy Mall because it's only store in
Yep.
Convoy. But
Within like a
either
10-mile
way,
radius.
me and this guy were working there. He was kind of cool. I liked him. He was a coworker. We were the only two there at the time because our manager was out. I think he was on lunch or something like that, and so it was just me and this guy. We're having a jolly old time. We're stocking the shelves, and this one lady, she walks up. She wants to buy a cigarette. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that's
Unless
just
you're against cigarettes or
normal, like
whatever.
small
But
town stuff.
it's she wants some cigarettes and something that was pounded into us. Like at the company of Dollar General really wanted to not accept people that wanted to buy cigarettes or alcohol unless they had a valid ID, right?
Oh no.
And this lady was obviously over 21. I mean, she was probably 40s, 50s. But so me and this guy, we were at the front at the time, and she walks up. She's like, "Hey, I just need some cigarettes. I need."
Is that
this
how
and
she
this."
said it? She had like a normal voice.
Well, she had a little bit of a smoker's. Like,
Okay,
"Yeah,
okay,
I just need some.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure, just so I can get the story right in my head.
Absolutely. So she's skinny, wearing pajama pants and like a tank top,
Yeah.
So, we get out the cigarettes that she wants, and we're just like, hey, we just need to see an ID, just it's kind of just what we're supposed to do. So that's what we're doing, and she gives us the ID. The ID was expired from like 4 years ago.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I look at my buddy. I think his name was Preston. I look at my bro Preston. I was like, are we supposed to accept this? Because the ID was 4 years expired, and
Yeah, but
so
yeah.
he says no. So I was like, well, I'm following your lead. So we're like, sorry, we can't accept this. Is there any other form of ID that you have? She's like, are you guys kidding me? I'm obviously over 21. Like she obviously was. And dude, so we start haggling with her a little bit. It's like all you got to do is just bring a different ID or some sort of thing that we can tell that you're over 21 legally or whatever. Because I mean, you're not supposed to buy stuff if you don't have a legal ID. I mean, that's just how it is. But
She's probably like tweaking out because like she
oh,
hasn't
dude,
gotten
and
her
let me tell
nicotine
you, bro.
fix.
No, and let me tell you, bro. When we told her no, bro, her whole mannerisms went from having a pretty good day to like, what's a good way to describe this? Dude, imagine Jim Carrey doing a sad face. like his her entire facial expression changed, bro. Like I can't. It was really weird. I was like, oh shit,
Yeah, I'm just imagining
and,
like the
I thought she was-
SpongeBob noise, like the boom, like
dude,
that.
And I thought the homie was about to pull out the 9 because
out
she
of her tank.
dude,
top,
and so
yeah.
she puts her 2 hands on the counter, right?
Oh.
And I don't remember what she said, but she's like, if you boys don't give me the cigarette, we're gonna have problems. I was like,
a singular cigarette, just one.
Dude, well, it
please.
wasn't just one.
Yeah, I know. I find that funny.
Yeah,
just the idea.
And have you ever seen 101 Dalmatians? No. Actually, let me give you a better one. You ever seen The Emperor's New Groove?
Yes. No way.
What's
Edna?
the one shit? Yes, that's literally what her expression was like. It was like that. That's what I felt like. That's who I felt like I was talking to, bro. And then my manager finally got back and talked to her. But dude, that was super scary because she looked like she was about to hop the counter, bro. It was crazy.
That's really funny. Okay, for context, listeners, we live in a small like town,
Very
and we
small
have
town,
several
like
small towns
less
around
than
us.
1,000 people.
Yeah, so like just the people in these towns are usually either crackheads or like on their way to that point.
So there's no fine line. They're either normal people or crackheads.
Yeah, they'll
There's
like
there's
jump
no
out
in
of a
there's
car
no
to
in
tackle
between,
you.
dude. No in
Yeah.
between.
So that actually kind of segues into my story. Dude, it'd be so funny if this was the same person, because it was a lady, and she was wearing a tank top, but I don't think it was pajama bottoms. She was at the Walmart pharmacy. So I was in Walmart trying to buy supplements and like figure out what protein I wanted or whatever. And I was just in like the pharmacy area because that's where our Walmart has everything. And I'm just overhearing this conversation about this lady just being like, I'm in so much pain. Please give me opioids. Please just give me painkillers right here, right now. And I'm just sitting there like, does she not know how like healthcare works? You have to like get a
To that
prescription.
prescribed, right?
And they're like, I'm sorry, miss. I think she did have a prescription, but she ran out of her prescription too soon, meaning she was like, of course, abusing it or selling it or something. She was getting really mad at this counter. It's just like, how am I supposed to deal with this pain for the next week if I don't have these? It's like, I'm sorry, ma'am, you abused them or you sold them or you lost them. And she's like, yeah, I lost them. And she's just jumping on like any opportunity she could. And at this point, like, I've just given up completely on trying to find these supplements because I'm just invested in this soap opera that's going on at the pharmacy.
Soap opera.
So like I'm
Zach's
sitting
like
there and
the peanut gallery in the background.
yeah, it was like one of those situations where like it's starting to like grab attention from everybody
And
else. In
everybody's
Walmart.
just starting to gather around.
Yeah, they're starting to gather.
It's like that. It's like that one TikTok. It's like beat him up.
Yeah, there's just a giant crowd. Yeah, you know what? For the sake of the story, literally the entire Walmart staff gathered around me to watch with me. And it's like, if it were Rule King, they would have gotten popcorn and stuff, and it would have been great. It would have been a good time.
But it would have been some stale popcorn.
And she was just like going this back and forth with this poor pharmacy worker because they looked like they just got out of college, or at least like the first or second year of college. And they were trying to get like experience because medical degrees, you have to work in like some field of medical for hours. And
right.
They were just like, I can't do that, miss. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. It's like, and then she tried to pull the, well, I'm never shopping here again.
Oh, like we
card,
care.
But they don't. It's not like Walmart staff cares.
Walmart is not struggling for customers.
Oh,
at all.
Not at all. They're struggling for workers.
That's a fair point.
So yeah, she hobbled out with her like rotting legs and arms that she will probably lose from all the meth she's taking, and the crowd dispersed. Everybody kind of sighed sadly because they were expecting it to go on longer, and then they all went back to buy their, what do white people buy? Their soy milk and command strips.
Strips.
Yeah, dude. Freaking store customers, like crackhead store, at least in our town, are just crazy.
I don't know. I feel like it's pretty similar all around.
Well,
people are crazy.
Yeah. It's in the city, you catch those kinds of people only after like midnight. And like sometimes Walmart in Nashville, Tennessee, the Walmarts go past 12, and they're always in their pajamas. And they're always either overweight or anorexic.
Well, it used to be that the one in was open until it was open 24/7.
I'll censor the location that you said.
But ever since COVID happened, it's like open till 11 now. I hate that.
Well, I think it's because the workers. Should we?
Probably.
We can disclose that. We can. So.
No,
in our hometown.
I'm thinking it's because they don't have enough workers.
Oh, yeah. The workers are just like, they either don't work or they don't have enough to work. So yeah, in our hometown, the Walmart, the manager, I've had personal experience. I'll get to that in just a sec. But the manager doesn't hire people, and the people they hire don't work. Either that or they quit after like a month
Yeah,
without
they
like
hire the wrong people.
dude, it's so bad. Dimitri and I have two. Does Joey technically work there? I mean,
I think he's
he's on
technically
like
still employed. He's on
military
military
leave or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, that's what it is. We have three friends, I guess. Dalton, our friend Bailey, and Joey, and they all kind of say the same thing, where like the people that go there and work there are just kind of a little. They have too many screws
A
loose.
little off.
Yeah, they're a little off to a point where like they kind of flirt with everybody, though even the workers. There was did we talk about the pedophile situation?
Sure.
Okay. So, this is a story coming from Dalton, one of our friends. He's not here. We were trying to get him here, but he kind of
I think he's actually working right now.
what a loser getting money.
Imagine.
Wow. Anyway, yeah. He was telling us, he's like, yeah, so there's this guy, I don't even know if he works there anymore. He was flirting with one of the miners that work at Walmart. And then he like further elaborated on like him being really creepy. And then what was the story, Dimitri, at the bonfire that Bailey said? Like the guy that would put himself in situations.
Okay, I think you have two. I think you have two guys mixed up right now
Oh,
because there was. Well, let me explain because there was one guy that wanted to that was explicitly gay, which there isn't. You know, that's okay, whatever. But he would like explicitly say that. Oh, I would fuck Dalton.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's where I would cross the line a little bit.
Yeah, it was a little
That's a little-
uncomfortable for everybody
and,
there.
and
Yeah.
Bailey told Dalton that, and Dalton has never seen that guy the same again. And then there was another guy though that who you were referring to that always wants to hang out with Dalton for some reason.
Oh yeah.
And Dalton's like, I have no idea who this guy is, and he's always asking for Dalton to come over to his house and play some pool and drink with him.
Yeah, Dalton was like, he asked, it was like, hey, Dalton, what do you like to do in your free time?
Yeah.
What's your thing?
And
And Dalton was like, I guess
he
play
was
video
acting
games.
a little too interested, you know.
Yeah, a little too much. Yeah, it was just like, I like to play video games, but that's about it. And he's like, well, I have a pool table at my house. You can come over and we can hang out. And Dalton was just kind of thrown off, like, why are you pushing this? That those two things don't really relate.
Yeah, and apparently he's done that multiple times.
It's I can't imagine that. Like, I work at Rule King, and the people there are dope. They understand their assignment. They're just like, oh, got to do this, this, and this, and we can hang out behind the information desk, and we can pull up a chair even though we're not allowed to. All that stuff, and they're chill. They're dope people. But like, I don't have those kinds of stories besides like stuff I can't say because I could get fired, disclosing like the stuff that like we've seen go on in like the warehouse area.
Right.
Not sexual stuff. It's just like hazards, but that's all I'll say. But if I do get fired, all of these stories are coming out. So watch your back, Rule King.
You're not gonna get fired.
You know, the standard is you have to work and you have to not be lazy. And then they're like, he's a perfect worker.
I'm pretty sure the standard is just you gotta have a pulse.
If you can move, I think you're good.
That's what I'm saying.
Greet
Especially-
people at least.
I'm just thinking about that for our town. You know, if you have a pulse, you can probably work.
Dude, yeah, they're so desperate for people that
Literally, bro.
breaking
Well,
down.
it's the same thing in Columbus right now, dude. Everybody's I used to DoorDash quite a bit, and it's crazy because it would be 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. in the afternoon, and the lobby would not be open for restaurants because they can't get workers. It's crazy to me.
I think is the sole reason why our average like age of Americans, like when they die, the reason why it's so low is people die age 30 from like the darkest, most heavy drug possible, like an overdose to it at age like 30, and they look like they're 50 years old because it ages them. Freaking
Right.
fast traveling. But what was I gonna say? The story that came from Bailey, from that guy that was kind of creepy inviting people over to his house. Bailey said he puts himself in situations that's just like really weird and
Oh
perverted.
yeah, I forgot about that part.
Dude.
Yeah.
She would like, so you have to stock shelves at Walmart, of course, and that's Bailey's job. But this guy just walks up behind the girls that
When
are
they're
stocking
bending over or
shelves.
something like that, and he intentionally puts himself in that position. Keep going. I mean, I'm sorry.
No, that's I like your contribution. No worries, dude. The guy would just be like, "Oh, that would have been really bad if you backed up a little
dude.
bit."
And he intentionally puts himself in. He's like, "Oh, that would have been bad." That's like fucking Breck. So like, hey, bikers, watch out for loose gravel.
But I'm still gonna ride my bike even though it broke my nose and I had to stitch it back on.
That's a whole nother situation though.
Yeah, dude.
It's kind of similar.
We could
Putting
probably
yourself in
talk about that in a
it's
different
literally
episode.
it's literally like putting yourself in a situation and then complaining that you're in that situation.
Homie wants to be an anime character so bad. He probably does like the anime like gasps, like the oh sorry, didn't see you there. Oh.
Nani?
And then like sighs really loudly to his manager. I bet like, what if he has like a degree of schizophrenia where all of like the anime like what is it called, mannerisms,
Right.
where like the symbols pop up above people's heads and all the lights go out except for like on the two characters, and he has like an inner monologue constantly. Hi, I'm what Jongus. And today,
Jongus.
I went into work today, and the prettiest girl just looked at me and wouldn't look away. Just like that situation. That's his inner monologue, but instead of him being like the stereotypical six-pack anime character, he's probably like overweight,
You got the
5
dad bod
foot
going on.
5'2", friggin' really patchy facial hair. And nothing against that. Both Dmitry and I struggle with patchy facial hair.
That's facts.
Freaking, yeah. That guy, I just feel bad for him. I feel like we should teach him a few things about flirting with women.
Indeed. Or just
That
don't.
are, or just don't and watch. Yeah, that would probably be better. Oh man. Well, how do I segue this? How do I segue into a different topic? Shopping, buying things. You buy stuff at Walmart, right? What is a purchase that you're really happy about? Doesn't have to be Walmart. That happened recently.
A purchase that I'm really happy about.
Did you buy like a video game or something you really enjoy?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Everything I've been buying as of late has just been groceries and stuff. I don't really have anything else. Well, no, I really don't have anything else in the budget that I can buy right now.
Dang, bro. That's
Yeah.
brutal. I was
Well,
just
I mean, I'm just saving money right now. That's all it is.
I bought Q-tips for my
Q-tips
ears.
are a godsend.
I actually don't like Q-tips because
Why?
I don't get it because it just jams like the wax back in your ears. Is this
No,
gross?
No,
Earwax
no.
isn't gross,
You're,
right?
You're doing it wrong because you don't just push it down in your ear. You get the sides. You like twist it and you you like spin it around the sides of your ear so you get that earwax. If you're not getting earwax on the thing, you're not doing it right.
Wait, okay. So
you
I'm
take it, you put it in your ear and you like you go in like circles, like brush strokes around your ear.
I can't be the only one that does this. I get like a small object, sometimes a needle, sometimes like a small straw, and I just kind of like scrape it off the sides and then poke it out. It's like using
Your ear?
chopsticks instead of a fork for eating, but instead of chopstick, it's a needle instead of a Q-tip. In my
In your
ear, yeah.
A
in my ear.
needle,
Yeah, but I'm careful.
bro.
I can't be the only one that does this.
Bro,
Like,
I have never. Although I can't say I haven't thought about doing something like that. Although I think it would be for me, my nose.
do you do
Like,
weird stuff with
no,
your nose?
I'm just saying. Like, have you ever had like one of those boogers that you just can't get out for the life of you?
Okay, yeah, yeah,
And, you
okay.
know, and
I
it's
get
like
where
a
you're going
Kleenex
with
is
this now,
too big. Like, I wish I could just like take a pair of chopsticks and just yeah.
yeah. Get like one of those little like things with a camera on the end.
Literally,
Go in
bro.
there.
That would no. It's gross, but it would be so helpful.
Hold on. How much are those things? Hold on. What is it
Well,
called?
you know,
A
actually,
kaleidoscope?
fun,
No.
fun, not a kaleidoscope. Fun fact though, when I got in that fight and my nose was broken and everything, they took this suction thing right into my nose before they took the stents out of it.
Uh-huh.
Bro, let me tell you, I've never breathed out of my nose so clearly in my life. Bro, it was crazy. I need to get me a suction thing for my nose.
Bro, you inhaled so much oxygen at that
Bro, it was
point.
like
It was
I
just
got
like
high on oxygen. It was crazy.
he breathes.
Literally.
It's called an endoscope.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, sorry, I don't mean to cut off your train of thought. We'll actually
No,
get
you're
back to
okay.
that. I think freaking pseudo health product should be a fun topic to segue into and what they buy, cuz I think I want to stick to the topic of the just weird stuff. Okay. Endoscopes are like $50. So, would you be willing to spend $50 to make sure your nose is that premium clean that you wanted?
I mean, low key, yeah, because it's you take advantage of breathing out of your nose, and then when your nostrils like clogged, you're like, this world is horrible to me.
Why do I live in this world just to suffer?
Literally, bro. It's like,
The
why must you fail me so often?
the worst thing is like you're sleeping with your mouth closed and like you're not snoring, so that's great. But like once your nose just like jams, you almost suffocate
Your
because
your
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 brain's like
quality of life just goes down so much.
you don't realize how much you breathe out of your nose until you get like a cold or something.
Literally.
It's something. It's kind of like
Something you take advantage of.
yeah, it's like swimmer's ear where like you have water in your ear and it's really uncomfortable and it feels like there's pressure. So you're
Hmm.
constantly just like uncomfortable and angry because it's just stuck. Oh,
It's like
dude,
being
I hate that.
hangry, but different.
But speaking of like small problems and buying stuff, health wise, dude.
Wait, you want to hear something funny though?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Kind of, this is kind of taking a step backwards to when we were talking about in retail, but this was at a restaurant, and this was my dad, right?
Uh huh.
My dad loves. Okay, my dad and I don't want to just say my dad because we both love the chocolate chip cookies from Subway. All right, we can all get behind that, right? The chocolate chip cookies from Subway are delicious.
Yeah, there has to be
They they
cocaine or something in them,
there
dude.
are some gourmet cookies, right?
Yeah.
And so the Subway by the Walmart. This is my dad's kind of stopped eating unhealthy. He's actually really been doing well on healthy eating and such. But
Proud of
when
him.
he used to when we used to go to Subway quite often, we would always get cookies or we try to get cookies, right?
Yeah.
And the people, I don't know, I want to say 70% of the time they would not have chocolate chip cookies, right? And it would be
Oh,
dinner
dude.
time, right? And
Uh huh.
my dad, dude, my dad would get pissed, so pissed every time. So my it would be so fun. I wish you could be there. My dad and I would be standing in line. You know, you ever been to the one by Walmart, Zach?
I think I've been in there once. It's kind of nice.
So we're in front of the register, and my dad's like, we could get a couple of chocolate chip cookies. It would be great, thanks. And they're like, oh, sorry, we're out. And my like I said, my dad's it was similar to how that lady's expression changed. My dad just gets so he's like, well, it'd be nice if you had some. And my dad would be like, you know, maybe if you made some more, we'd actually be able to get some good service here, huh? And I'm like, and I'm just sitting, I'm looking at my dad. I'm like, I wasn't saying anything. I'm just like, Dad, chill. It's okay.
We can
My
make
dad my
them at
dad would
home.
get like pissed because they didn't have cookies. But granted, I got a little upset too. There were some good freaking cookies.
Oh, that
But
reminds
it
me.
was so funny though because there wasn't a lot of things that really upset my dad that I can remember, but that kind of stuff. He's like, are you fucking kidding me?
the the funny thing is,
He's like, you
the
think
the
I'm a
freaking
joke?
the freaking yeah, your joke. It was hilarious. I was laughing. I was. Just like that happens at every like restaurant store. There's always one thing. There's always one thing that doesn't work. And it's like,
Like the ice cream machine or something?
oh, yeah, the freaking ice cream machine. You're like, "Hey, can I have an ice cream cone? Is your ice cream available?" "Oh, yeah, yeah, it is." And he's like, "Can I have just 2 ice cream cones?" And then you just hear like a baseball bat collide with metal.
And you just hear a shattering noise.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, it just broke down.
Sorry, yeah, it's not available. I was wrong. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, but like while I was working at Taco Bell, that happened a lot where like
You
we'd
hit
be
it with a baseball bat?
understocked. Huh?
You hit it with a baseball bat?
Yeah, I'd go through my last day. I was just like, "Hey, I'm not working here anymore," and I broke everything. Yeah. But the one thing that would always be down, it was either the deep fryer or we didn't have chicken.
But you didn't have chicken.
They're very two different things, but you'd be surprised how many times that would happen. So
No,
like the deep,
what was it? I remember I went to Taco Bell one time when you were working there, and I don't
I
think it
think it
was
was the
chick.
soda machine. We were out
No,
of Baja Blast.
no, that actually happens a lot. I love the
That as
Baja.
well.
Dude, that's the only
That
drink
as
I
well.
ever get from Taco Bell, bro. The Baja Blast. Oh my gosh, that is so good.
They have a dragon fruit lemonade now.
No, I will not get anything else from them.
No, never.
But it was like, what was it? I want to say it was like the beefy Frito burrito, and you guys had no beef or something like that.
Oh yeah, the day
And I
we
was
didn't
and
have
no,
beef.
and I'm sitting here like the one thing that goes on the beefy Frito burrito other than beef and Fritos, you know.
Yeah, that was a dark day, dude.
I was
I
like, this
remember
is. I mean, I still
working.
got it though, cause I like the Fritos.
I remember working that day, and it was just like what your dad did at Subway times like 20, where it was
People
just
were
like,
pissed. I bet.
well, yeah, because we didn't have beef. That's like half our menu just gone.
It's literally half of your menu.
Yeah, it's just like
I could best I could do is a tortilla.
like every other day, people would order like chicken roll-ups and cheesy roll-ups and bean burritos and
Oh, dude,
five-layer
the
beefy
cheesy
burrito.
rolls are so good.
Yeah, the cheesy roll-ups you said?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're like a good snack just to like drive
for
by,
sure,
grab and
for sure.
leave.
And they're
The
cheap. They're on the dollar menu, so.
like every other day, those would be the things that people buy. It just like we're like, "Oh, having no beef, it probably doesn't affect too much. We could probably just replace it with chicken." People
Absolutely not.
were livid that they got chicken in their food. They were like, and there's no religion. I don't think there's any religion that's like against poultry, right? Like if
I don't think
anything,
so.
India doesn't like eating beef, I think. Either and like Jewish doesn't like pork.
Yeah, I don't know about poultry. I don't think anybody holds chickens to a high standard.
Exactly. So to my surprise, when the 5-layer beefy burrito turned into the 5-layer chicken burrito, people come into the lobby just hair messy, like they just
It's
got
like
hit
a
by
cat,
another
like
car.
a cat with a hair on its back going
Yeah,
up. You know.
freaking like they just did a U-turn in the middle of a freaking interstate
You hear that?
to come back.
You know the
Yeah.
wheels squealing.
It's like, "Excuse me, sir." And I'm like, yes, what is it?" Like my customer voice.
Yeah, for sure.
And they just like, "My beefy burrito." They emphasize the beefy. They
The
made
beef,
sure
obviously, right?
it's like has chicken on it. It's like, "Yes, we have a paper on the sign that says we have no beef, so we
If you
replace
would
the
have
beef
read
with
that,
chicken."
right?
It's like, "Well, you should have told me." Yeah, that's the answer to the thing you just said.
Oh
Because
man,
they just
that's so annoying to me. When
them
people when you explicitly and it's easily visible that you don't have a product or whatever you're trying to let the customer know and it's obviously there and they still complain about it. But
And
no,
then
not even that they complain about it because I can understand being upset about that, but they still order the product expecting to
yes,
get,
yep, they
you
just
know,
want something to yell at. They
yeah.
want a reason to yell, and
Because
it's so
I can understand being upset if it's like your favorite thing and you can't get it. Like I mean, but not, screaming at the workers, but like, ah dang.
yeah.
But
Oh darn it. Ah heck, that's all right.
literally.
That's what I want to hear. Like at that Rule King, that happens a lot. It's always the most conservative, like relaxed people that come into Rule King. And it's just like, do you have any black mulch? Do you have any river stone out in the lot? And it's like, sorry, we ran out today, but we're getting stock tomorrow. And he's like, that's all right. And then he walks out, freaking
Well,
revs his.
it's because it's the old people, so they don't have anything else to do. And like, whatever. I'll do it
Yeah,
tomorrow.
always tomorrow. Yep.
Literally.
They go out to their
They're
old
like, well, I got tomorrow
1996
until I don't.
rusty diesel.
Yeah, and you hear it driving down.
Yeah, yeah. Just
Literally.
oh man, those people are fun in just regular farm store stuff. It's
Right.
always the people that go to the supermarkets that are always mad when they don't get what they want.
It's because they feel entitled.
Yeah, it's expected when it's in a supermarket. They have everything. They have everything there. So, frick. I wanted to. Oh yeah, the segue I wanted to do. Just like essential oils, man. Just
Man, what about them
pseudo
forks?
sciences. Okay, so my mom, God bless her heart, just buys essential oils like they're water, and just
Does she
there.
use them?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
it's always like in the morning after work when she's like taking a nap. It's like, oh, this increases relaxation, and
I
this
think
is this.
the whole idea of increasing relaxation is just to convince you that you're relaxed, not actually doing anything.
It's the placebo effect.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just like a sugar pill. It's snake oil.
Mhm.
But okay, my dad believes, and I agree that it could have these properties. There's a thing called emu oil,
Mhm.
and you put it on your temples, and it reduces headaches. And like it kind of makes sense because it's oil, and it could sink into the skin and help. But like, where does the oil come from?
From emus, it's actually their ejaculation.
It's their ejaculate. You just like milk their udders and just like oil curds come out. Never mind.
Oh, that'd be
Just-
gross. Have you ever
Future
heard
me,
of
please take that
horny
out. That's
goat weed?
terrible. Oh, dude, I have. What is
Yeah,
that?
it's supposed to help with sexual drive. I
Oh my
think. Don't
gosh.
quote me on that.
Hold on.
It's
Let
not
me look it
actually
up.
weed. It's some type of. I think it's kind of like
Epidemium. Bishop's hat, fairy wings, horny goat weed, or yin yang huo. They just really had to make it
they wanted
multicultural
to
with
go
that
with
yin yang huo.
literally, bro.
They had to be very inclusive for that.
Indeed.
Yeah, it does have the properties that you said.
I was gonna say,
Male
I think
enhancement is
I was
what
gonna
they
say,
say it is.
I think it's kind of like the over the counter version of
Testosterone?
yeah, or that, or what the hell is it called? It's
Viagra?
yeah, kind of like that. Or can you get that over the counter?
Can you? I think it's
I
just
really don't
sitting
know.
there. Do you
I-
want to? All right, challenge idea. We see how many
Ready?
Viagra we can take
No,
before
I'm not doing that.
just our penis
I
explodes.
will not do that, dude. Well, dude, yeah, that's nope. That's a hard no from me.
But aren't you at least interested?
Yes, 100%. I'd love to watch someone else do it, but I will not.
Bro,
I will not. Well, actually, no, I'm not
overdosing-
gonna watch someone do it because that's a little weird. But I'd like to see the results. No, I don't want to see the results. I'd like to hear about the results.
Overdosing on Viagra, they can't even shut the coffin, dude.
Let's get
Oh.
a bigger coffin, you know.
Yeah. That'd be a good ad. Works even after death. So you can expect it to
Low-key,
work while you're living.
that advertisement would be. That's crazy. I don't know how many
dude.
people would understand that though.
I think
Yeah, it's
that's the
big brain
thing.
time.
People are so like dumb. It's just blatantly dumb. I don't want to
I
be
swear,
very
bro.
rude, but they're
I
they're just
I not even dumb, just lack of common sense.
yeah, they just so gullibility is just so bad in modern day
Hmm.
people. Literally, what was it? Freaking the thing is, like Rick Astley, if you rickroll somebody nowadays, they're just like they're so gullible and like dumbstruck that they don't understand what just happened.
They
Like
got
they'll be in the
rickrolled.
comments like, where's the scary games video? You said it was a scary games link. Where is it? Did it glitch or something?
Do.
Yeah,
It's gonna
and they're just
give
like
you up.
they're just so shocked that it was a rickroll. But that happens in stores as well. Just there was a story I heard where my buddy worked at Best Buy before he indulged in some substance and quit. Um, he like had a guy working
Wait,
there,
were you part of
the
the
Cool Kids
geek?
Club,
No, the geek.
Geek Squad.
Yeah, the
No,
geeks. No, okay.
he was part of the
Okay.
Geek Squad. I could tell stories about that.
Yeah, you could. I
Uh,
thought, dude, I love Best Buy, but honestly, it's kind of underwhelming going in there because 90% of the time I go in there for something I want and they don't have it.
Oh, dude, remember the challenge we wanted to
So
do where like how long does it take for you to
yes,
for
we still
customer
have to do
service?
that. You'll have to come to Columbus and we'll have to do that because
Dude,
that's so much fun.
Best Buy customer service is so freaking epic, dude.
Yeah,
They're just
they're
like
always like, you need any help find anything, and it's like all the time. But yeah,
they pass through the door and a little tracker attaches to your
I
coat or
swear,
something
bro.
cuz they just know where you are
And
whenever
then
the
once you leave the store, you get a follow up email. It's like, hey, did you find everything all right?
yeah, you're
It's like, how
sitting in
did
the
you know my
bathroom
email?
stall. Is everything going all right in there?
Is everything flowing good? Are your bowels all
Yeah.
right? Do you need some medicine? Do you
We
need
have
a
some extra
stool
toilet
softener?
paper if you want us to roll it under the stall. Best Buy is the Chick-fil-A of like supermarket stores.
100%.
The one thing was there's they have good customer service, but only for the purpose of selling you something because
Hmm.
they'll act really concerned and then they'll be like, are you looking for anything in particular?" And then they'll try and sell you the most expensive item
Oh,
just on the shelf.
100%.
Um,
See, I don't know if you've ever been to a micro center. Have you been there?
oh, dude, I've been wanting to go. I heard they have a lot of
There's
computer parts.
there's one in Columbus. It's crazy.
Ooh,
Yeah, you could. I love Micro Center because it's like Best Buy but on steroids.
that sounds like a lot of fun.
It's pretty cool. It's literally got everything, but it's similar in the fact that with the salesman. But I don't know if Best Buy's this way, but the salesmen make money off like their money off of commission.
Oh, you mean like talking to them?
No, by if they
Oh,
sell
if
you
they
a
make a
product,
sell.
they put they have like a sticker that they put on the product. They'll be like, hey, can I put this sticker on there? And they get a well, I don't think it's commission. I think they get a bonus.
They get a
'Cause
bonus if it's like, yeah,
yes,
okay.
I was thinking about that because there's quite a few salesmen there, and there's no way that they have enough
Yeah, they can't
people
really
buying
like,
stuff that yeah, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
It,
So
it's probably like
I assume
Pizza
it's a
Hut
bonus
where
thing.
like the tip is incorporated in the wage.
Maybe something like that, but either way, so they give you a sticker and then they put it on the box and then the person that checks you out will scan it and it's like and I guess it'll go towards the salesman's name or something. I don't know.
Yeah, the
I
thing
actually wanted to work there, but I got denied, which is so dumb
ouch.
to me.
I probably should
They were like you need to know a lot about computers. I was like, hey, I know stuff.
Dude, Control Alt Delete, you can get to like Task Manager and stuff.
And they're like, how much experience do you have? I'm like, well, I've been gaming with my computer for years now.
Yeah,
I've
that's
built
probably
like
what.
2 computers and they're like, that's not enough. I was like, okay, my bad.
Yeah, what probably turned them off was you saying, "Well, I am a pretty livid gamer."
Well, I'm just
Yeah.
I'm thinking that gaming though on a PC that means you have experience with troubleshooting.
You should have just said you have experience with Linux, and they
I
would have been
do.
like, "Oh,
I do have experience with Linux.
he's the chosen one." they love Linux. They get off to Linux, dude.
Well, because Linux is like the most neutral operating system you can get.
Well, yeah. The thing is,
It's
though,
literally open source, you know.
you have to code the operating system as you
No,
go,
literally
basically.
yours, bro. You can do
Yeah.
with it what you want. You just have to know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's just like you have to go on Reddit if your freaking Linux computer allows
Well,
it.
dude, and you can and you can there's a whole bunch of different versions of Linux, you know, but you can get Steam and stuff so you can run it like Windows, but
I'm probably ticking off a lot of people. If a lot of people even like listen, they're like, Linux is the best operating system because it doesn't track your info. But I just can't sign into my email because Google
Linux
doesn't allow
operators having iPhones, I'm glad they're not tracking me.
it. Yeah, I have my phone on mute all the time. I turned off location-based services. It's like, oh, okay, man. Okay, cool. That's
Good for
something.
you, bro.
Yeah, the buddy that worked with Geek Squad, he was like, yeah, there's actually a GPS chip inside the phone that tracks you constantly. Location-based services don't affect anything.
Location just affects what you can see.
Yeah, it's just like you're just blinding yourself to the truth.
Hold on, I'm gonna go fill up my coffee. Give me a second.
All right. I'll entertain.
Be right back.
Future me, put my music on. We don't have a sponsor for this section, but if you enjoy, keep the music on. Don't turn it off. Don't turn off the music. Keep the music on. If you enjoy this podcast, make sure to share it with your friends because they'll love it. Share it with your mom. Share it with your dad. If you share it with your mom, make sure you put her phone number in the description so I can text her and ask her how well we did. Even share it with your wife. It's free. It's a free for you to do. It doesn't really cost you anything. It just takes about 5 seconds to advertise our podcast. That is Cast Couch on cringecouch.com. Not .com. Frick. Keep my music on. Yeah. So, I'm kind of thirsty for coffee. Should I leave as well?
Oh,
Huh?
sorry.
Oh, you're back. Yep. Sorry, I was actually having a deep conversation with the audience, but we're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I low-key burnt my finger on the coffee
The
pot.
hot plate.
My instant reaction was, "That's an awfully hot coffee pot." That's literally what I said.
So your reaction wasn't like, this really hurts. Oh gosh.
No.
It was-
Then I was like, "Damn, that's an awfully hot coffee pot."
yeah, I'm just imagining you not even lifting your hand off the burner, just like, oh, that's an awfully hot coffee pot, and then taking.
But
it off.
in an Eminem voice.
Yeah. That freestyle goes
That's
hard,
an
bro.
awfully hot coffee pot.
That's an awfully hot coffee pot.
Literally.
For real though. But
We've been recording for like 45 minutes, bro. That's crazy.
yeah, 47 for me. I recorded the whole SpongeBob thing.
Yeah, I know. You said it was an intro.
Oh yeah. Forgot.
Mm-hmm.
It was just so long ago. How the time goes by, dude.
Oh, how turns tables. Wait.
Yeah, welcome to the final episode of the podcast since we've been doing it for so long. Oh, man. But I feel like the store topic is really fun just because it's such a wide and broad thing. It's just there's so many crackheads and there's so many products.
And I think everyone has at least one of those experiences where it's like, wow, this is crazy. You know, like they just have that one experience where, like, why did I have to be at Walmart that day?
Why me? Yeah. Oh, I'm trying to think. Did we have a crazy conflict while the group was there?
I don't think so. Not that I can remember.
Man.
Maybe when you were there with people, but I can't remember anything.
You know what? 1 a.m. trips to Taco Bell. Everybody has those experiences. Everybody can relate that's listening.
I love Taco Bell, bro. I have a love-hate relationship with Taco Bell, actually, to be honest with you.
Oh, dude, freaking.
Because let me explain.
Ready? Let me dive in.
Let's dive into the word, okay?
Let's get into
it. So Taco Bell is delicious, right?
Oh, amazing.
But 90% of the time, I don't get the right order.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's like, And that's not bad because mostly everything on Taco Bell menu is good. But it's not that I don't get the right order. I'm missing something. You know, it's not like I get something. If I got something extra, I'm not going to be upset about that. It's like free food.
Dude, I can indulge
But
into that.
it's like, let's say I get two Frito. Well, I wish they had Frito. That's also the other thing. Why the heck did they get rid of Frito burritos?
Didn't make
That
them
had
enough money. Didn't make them enough money.
that's so wrong because that had to been their most popular $1 menu item.
Yep. It was like when they got rid of the Mexican pizza and they just
Yes.
recently brought it back and they were like,
But
wow.
it's a limited time, and they sold out of them, bro. They sold out.
They actually tweeted they're here to stay now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They were like, holy frick, why did we get rid of this? This is making us money.
And that's what I'm saying. Like how this one's not as popular, but how McDonald's got rid of their chocolate chip frappe. That was their most popular frappe.
Oh, I never had frappuccinos from
It was so they were
McDonald's.
so good, and it's like I don't know why restaurants get rid of their best items, you know, but especially not to return them. Like the Frito burrito has not seen a return yet.
Do you remember the mini chicken quesadilla? The
Yes,
dollar
I do.
menu?
Yes, I do.
Yep.
That was
So
also delicious.
the shredded chicken apparently costed too much to prepare and was not they did not profit enough from it like being on the dollar menu. So they
Well, then raise
instead
the
of
price. I would have been okay with just keeping it and raising the price.
yeah, they could have just made the mini chicken quesadilla like a $2 item instead of a $1. And that would be great. That they have the $2 menu now. But instead of just doing that, they just got rid of shredded chicken.
It's like how Call of Duty will, instead of fixing Warzone, they like, hey, let's do a Godzilla versus Kong event.
You
You
just
know,
get
there's
to
a whole bunch
watch
of
it in the
bugs, and
background.
hackers are probably the worst problem in the game. But you know, Godzilla versus Kong seems like a great idea.
We can get so many people to play. It's just they have to wait for 3 hours for it to update, and by the
Dude,
time
these
they get
Call of
into
Duty
the game, it's
updates are
over.
unbelievable.
By the
Those have to be the
nobody,
biggest updates.
yeah, nobody plays it anymore because of how big the updates are.
Well, I don't know about nobody. There's quite a few streamers, but a lot of people have quit on Call of Duty for sure.
It's just like, do you remember the days where it was like 5 megabytes for Black Ops 2?
Oh yeah, it's real small updates, you know. But
And that game looked
that was when
beautiful
all the
still.
data you needed was on the disc.
Yeah.
I remember the first game that I ever got that we actually had to download onto the Xbox 360 was like that was on a disc. It was Destiny. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, it was just like a placeholder. It was just kind of like
Yeah.
a
And
that was
then
so annoying.
and then after that, every other game you had to do the thing. So, you know, you download the game onto your console, but you know, you had to have the disc to play it. That was so stupid.
It's just why did they think that was a good idea? It was kind of
It's
like
a horrible
oh,
idea.
people seem mad about this.
I assume it's because the discs can't hold that much data.
Well, I feel like they could have just renovated the technology.
I mean, there would definitely could have been easier ways to do it. And
But
now CDs and DVDs are, you know, almost out of business.
archaic, yeah.
Yep.
I don't know, dude, because that's the way Halo, I think 4? No, Halo 5. It was the one where
Yeah.
like, hold on.
Yeah, you're
Dimitri,
right. It was Halo 5.
One sec. I gotta open my cabinet.
Okay.
Where is it? I think my brother took it with him. It was Halo 4. It was like the one where
Halo 4 was so good. I loved Halo 4.
freaking what is his name? Master Chief was doing the Tim Tebow pose,
Yeah.
and then like above him was a whole bunch of light. I think that was Halo 4.
What's
Or-
where he was on- No,
What?
yeah. It was Halo 4. Yes, it was. Yeah.
Wasn't that like a 2-disc game?
I
Where,
don't
like-
remember. I
or
know
maybe that was-
I know Destiny was because I remember that, but I don't know. It might have been. The two you knew the 2-disc games were good though. Those were always the best games in my opinion.
Well, yeah, because they tried to space it out. But that's
Yeah,
the
and
thing.
that was before microtransactions, you know.
All I'm saying,
that was when everything was still pure.
all I'm saying is PSP had mini discs that could fit a whole game on them.
Oh, I know.
Why don't they just have that technology now? Where
Well,
they're just
but the thing about PSP is, well, the graphics were pretty good though. I don't know.
I have like PSP games on my little PS Vita here.
Mm.
Just for educational purposes only. Educational purposes, not illegal. And like I can boot up a PSP. What do you call it? Just like an emulator
Mm-hmm.
for educational purposes, and
Of course.
like I can get Parappa the Rappa on here and Crash Bandicoot and all these like great games, and they look good on
Right.
this console. And I just don't get it why they just kind of abandoned the small disc technology. They're just like, "Yup, you have to wait 5 hours for the
Well,
game to install."
probably because they can make more money without doing the disc. You know,
It
the
always
virtual
comes down to
downloads.
money, dude.
Oh, 100%.
Oh
You know,
man.
it's more about money than actually making your customer happy, which is dumb to me.
Yeah.
Because
Uh
I don't know that. Yeah.
the Walmart, like the clearance section,
Mm-hmm.
there's
That
been
one
a
aisle.
recent TikTok trend where people scalp the clearance section
Oh, I did that
and
all the time.
resell it on Amazon.
Dude, I've done that.
Really?
Yeah, I did that before it was popular. I bought all those phone cases. I made like $50 off of like 5 phone cases. No,
Bro,
8 phone cases.
that's
Something
so
like that.
wild.
Yeah.
I'm just like worried that Walmart's going to get greedy and just be like, "No more clearance section. Nope. You're not allowed to make money off of our
Well,
products."
I'm just thinking maybe they'd make it more expensive, but you can't really get rid of clearance because what else do you do with the products you don't sell?
The thing is,
Because they're not
yeah,
gonna throw
I
it
get
away because
you
they'd
can't
rather
really.
make some money off of it rather than none.
That'll be bad publicity on like every
Yeah.
Walmart throws away several tons of plastic into waste fills because
Oh,
they don't want to put it on
they
clearance.
they're restocking the 30 the three s- the Jesus
38
the
3090s?
the 3000 series graphics cards. By the
No
way,
way. No
yeah,
way.
they
Wait,
are.
wait, 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 wait. On Best Buy?
I don't know on which, but I got a G Fuel said it so apparently because I follow
Dude.
G Fuel on Instagram and I got a post for it. I don't know. Let's check. The new
Whoa. That means I'm going to go into even more credit card debt. I need it.
components.
Also, there's a new company, this is not a sponsor, called Gamer Sups,
Oh
owned
yeah,
by
they're
Jay
in
Schlatt.
stock, bro.
Jay Schlatt.
But they're so
He
expensive.
he just bought it.
Actually, though, let me tell you, bro, a 3080 going for $799 is a great price.
A 3080 going for 7. Yeah, for graphics cards, yeah.
No, let me explain though, because at first it dropped it like started at what was it, $600? Isn't
Bro.
that what they dropped it at? And then that's why it got sold out so fast because
Yeah, it was like
everybody.
$300 and all the people scalped it. Yeah.
I don't want to say, I think it was like 500 or 600, but it was a really good price for a graphics card.
All right. This is kind of off topic with Gamer Sups, but I'll
Dude, I'd
say
buy
that
a 3080
after the graphics cards. I mean, I would buy one. I
Dude,
only
I could
need the
totally, I could put
3078 gig. Like that's
I
all I
have
want.
what do I have? I have a 3060 Ti.
How many gigs?
8, I think. 8 or
Like
10, one of the two.
VRAM.
Yeah.
That
I think
eight's
I
usually
want to say 8. I want to say
8's the
it's 8.
cheaper one.
But I've got the CUDA core. I got the good CUDA cores though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. Can I screen share real quick? Hold on.
Yeah.
Screen share. I don't even know if this will make it in the podcast. Audio listeners, sorry, but if you can see my
Watch
screen
screen.
right here, this is Gamer Sups. I don't care. No, stop. No
That's
customer
actually
service.
G Fuel.
This is Gamer Sups.
Nope, it's G Fuel.
They have
should not
these
say- I know.
waifu cups, right?
Whoa. Go back.
Waifu cups.
Hey, yo.
Waifu cups. And
Zach, is this an investment?
I think I want one.
How much are they? Oh
It's
my
$25
God.
for like a kit where you get a whole
Oh,
bunch
for
of
sure.
flavors and stuff.
Right.
And I kind of want the underboob one.
The under.
Either that or
Bro, dude, you need a horny bonk.
No, I'm not.
You need to go
No.
to horny jail, bro.
You
Oh
know
my
what? It's
God.
been an hour. I'm ending the podcast and I'm buying this. All right. Well, that's the end of the podcast for today.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We appreciate it.
Thank you for
I guess
enjoying the
listening, not
pilot
watching.
of our podcast. Hopefully, we'll keep doing this because We had fun. We had a lot of
Yes,
fun.
we did.
Hold on, stop streaming. I was about to look up something that would be inconceivable for the human eyes on a PG podcast like ours. Yeah. How do I say end the podcast? Audition over because it's themed as the casting couch, but cast couch.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what? That'll be that'll be the end of the audition.